Hello, everyone. You are listening to the 36 Chambers of Crypto Taxes podcast, where we teach you everything about crypto taxes, but also we are fully aware that the crypto space and blockchain space goes way beyond taxes. And so it is also my goal to enlighten you guys about the different aspects of blockchain. So I like to invite certain people in here that's going to give you great advice. We do not give investment advice. You're not going to get, we don't know what's going to be the best Bitcoin and what's the price prediction, but we're all about just keeping you safe and aware. So we're going to have a series and it's going to call Protect Your Crypto Assets. And all we're going to do is just open up your eyes on the different ways to protect your crypto assets. Because why, invest in thousands of dollars only for it to be taken away because you wasn't taking security seriously. So I got today, what's going to be with me for the whole series is Troy. Troy knows a little bit about everything with keeping your crypto safe, and he's not going to get no recommendations on products, but do your research of whatever he says. So Troy, thank you for coming out today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so I think for this first one, Troy, let's get into passwords because my passwords are super easy.
And most people's passwords is something that they can really remember, right? It's something with like maybe 2 or 3 words at most, it may be a number, there's this thing called dictionary attacks that are like, it's a way of brute forcing passwords. So like, there's like this index of like most common passwords that hackers use to like brute force commonly known passwords and to get into your stuff. So staying away from simple passwords is something that that'll help you secure your crypto assets and passwords in general, really.
So question, is it that they just say, okay, Jamal's father name is Ted? Would they just look into that, or is this a software that just kind of just guess stuff?
So
hackers.
Right. So like, were you referring to like security questions? So like, as far as, So when it comes time for like security questions, right? I tend to use, I go for things that are not easily guessable. Like, what was your pet's first name? Unless you had your pet like all over your Facebook page, and that's something easy, to guess or whatnot, right? Going at security questions that like you can't use like open source, you can't like research easily on the internet, right? If you were looking for something, right?
No, but what I mean is like, okay, because you said they could find my password. So let's say my password is Ted Solomon 1940. My dad, not really my dad's name, but let's just act like it's my dad's name. Would they like research me, or is it really that serious since I'm a small fry?
I mean, so for like us small fries, right? There's like as far as like they spam, like links to like different email addresses that are like leaked in data breaches and stuff like that. So once they're able to like get like a little bit of information on you, it's not too hard for them to be able to like, oh, well, this is like part of the security question. Who is such and such? Who are they related to? And then they can kind of go based off of that, right?
Off a little me?
Off a little, yeah. And most people think that it's like, yo, like, why me? But at the end of the day, criminals are criminals, and then like just trying to make a buck like everybody else, and it's through nefarious means of like getting that, so yeah.
Like, guys, be careful when it comes to social media. I don't care if your crypto went up 1,000%. There's really no need to tell people about that, because now you're on the light of these hackers. Now they're gonna start researching because it sounds like you talk a lot. Yeah, man, just be careful what you're saying on social media, man. So what else people should know about passwords in general?
Yes, sir. So when it comes time to creating a password, you want something that's going to be not easily guessable, right? So that's something that's like very random, combination of alphabets, letters, numbers, symbols, right? And try to remember all that randomly is like, it's almost impossible, right? So there's this thing called password managers that takes the guesswork out of everything, right? So as far as the password manager is concerned, there's a master password to be able to get into that database for your passwords that are pulled together, right? So you create something, maybe 20 characters or more, right? Something like a pass, like a pass phrase, something that you can't remember, but not not something simple that can be brute forced, right? So you set your master password, and then the software takes care of everything else. So when it comes time to like sign up for a website, you can generate very complex passwords inside of the password manager, right? All you have to do is just make sure that your master password, you're not using that on like different like on other sites for your computer, personal devices, or anything like that, right? Something specifically for that, right? Is the way to go.
So walk me through an example, like how having a strong password will help you protect your crypto assets. I understand about your bank statements and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Is it that when you get the wallets, they ask for a password, or the exchanges? Like walk me through how it helps somebody in crypto.
Right. So as far as like accounts on exchanges, you could when it comes time to set up your account on the exchanges, using a password manager, right? To set that password up, so that way if Coinbase or Binance or any of these other exchanges, right, get hacked or whatnot, like data breaches, right, your information is not out there. Think about all the people like in this FTX thing, right? When this bankruptcy thing comes out, all this stuff is going to be doxxed, right? So you want to really like set strong passwords for any accounts dealing with your crypto assets. And you can also set with these password managers, you can also store your seed phrases. As far as now as far as doing that, I would diversify what password, like, because you can have multiple databases, right, inside the password manager, right? So you can have one strictly for like say banking, you can have one strictly for your emails, and you can have something separate for your crypto, right? All should have different master passwords, right? So that way you can diversify your security, right, when it comes to your different accounts and everything like that.
So is that protecting you just in case someone hacks into the management system, or just you want to keep it separate?
Yeah, so you want to when it comes to mitigating against certain attacks and everything like that, you want to be able to make it harder for them to access certain data, right? So for most people, they have like an email that's associated with everything that they do online, right? And most people only use a handful of passwords. So if they're able to get any type of like data as far as like your email, and to see that maybe this email address popped up in this other data breach with your password, right? Now they got access to everything, right? So if they were able to like figure out like, yo, where you stay at and everything like that and get into your network, they could go about it like getting into your stuff like that as well,
Yeah. Do you have any other tips regarding passwords that people should know about?
I would say stay away from proprietary password managers. So like any paid subscription password managers, I would stay away from those. And that's more of a topic for a different day, right? You don't really know like as far as like because most of that stuff is like closed source. So you can't look at the code if you were a coder, right? To verify like how the app is being run and things like that. If it has any backdoors that, that can leak your stuff out. So that 2FA, using 2FA with your password manager is also something to think about as well. Something that say you can sync your password manager to the cloud and then accessing it from anywhere remotely, that way it's like not as technical as like say doing it manually, I guess, like putting it on your phone and then like having to like put it on your laptop or desktop or whatnot like that. So
And final question, do you think someone should consult with like a security expert? I'm not talking about high level CIA, but someone that helped them, because it sounds like it's pretty important since it's dealing with your assets.
Definitely, definitely. To each their own. I think that there is a lot of resources on the internet that you can find out for free, and just by doing simple Google searches, right? That's how I kind of figured, like, well, found out about some of this stuff, right? Just by simple Google searches. But if you feel like you need someone to kind of help walk you through that process, I'm sure that there's those on the internet that offer those consultations.
Nice, because I think I might need some hand holding on that. I'm not gonna
Gotcha.
lie. But
Yes,
man, but thank you. And next, guys, we're gonna go over VPNs, which I am super confused about. So I can't wait to get to that. So definitely, guys, look out for all these videos because we're gonna keep your crypto assets safe. Until the next time, peace.